Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today we're going to be checking out the LC10 once again. I know, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I should probably show you guys some different gameplay, maybe some Modern Warfare gameplay or something like that. But I've been just playing and grinding out some Black Ops Cold War recently, so I thought I should get some clips. And this is more recent, I would say. 38 and 6 gameplay using the LC10 on the brand new map as well. Not going to lie to you guys, don't know why nobody enjoys this map. I personally think it's one of the best maps in the game so far. Very close-quartered, fast-paced, but I guess it's probably just a personality thing. You know, I love my SMGs and stuff like that. I'm more of a close-quarter type of guy. So a map that's this small is more fun in my personal opinion. But today I'd like to talk to you guys about something that I heard recently about Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone, and it honestly really concerns me. Now, once again, I don't know if this is true or false. It's all just rumors and leaks and stuff like that. But if this is true, and like I said, I like to just discuss this stuff with you guys because I like people to think. I like you guys to come up with different ideas and, you know, think of outcomes or ways to resolve the situation and stuff like that. So I enjoy doing this stuff. But if this is true, this might be the worst possible thing in Call of Duty history that could possibly happen. Because right now, for me personally, I've been enjoying Warzone. I'm not going to lie. Solo's completely garbage. I actually just tried to stream solo Warzone, and my God, it was awful. If you guys want to catch my streams, I stream every single day over on twitch.tv. Link to that channel is in the description. Like I said, we stream every single day. But I tried out Warzone solos, and my God, what a disaster of a game mode. But everything else, duos, trios, quads, whatever else you want to play, is actually really fun. I'm not going to lie. It's more of a clean, polished off feel, and you could tell. You can 110% tell that Infinity Ward and Raven, whoever's working on it now, put way more effort into making sure that Warzone worked properly than all of the other Call of Duty games combined. Let's be honest here. Warzone is their main priority because it's making them the most cash, so obviously Activision is going to make sure the developers are working solely on that project. But at the end of the day, I must say Warzone is very fun to play with friends. It's enjoyable. You can just mess around, even if you just want to play Plunder. It's a pretty cool experience. But there has been recent rumors that there's going to be a brand new map coming to Warzone. Now, to me personally, this isn't a bad idea because I really want a new map. The current map, Verdansk, it's all right. It's all right at most, but it's a little too large for my liking. I would prefer something a little bit smaller and something that will encourage players to move a little bit more. Because right now in Verdansk, the way that the locations are kind of put together, it just adds a lot of open space for locations, which make people want to camp on buildings and camp a certain location with snipers and just wait for you to cross fields and gun you down. And I'm not saying that's bad, because obviously that's the playstyle you have to play when you do something like that, but at the end of the day, that's not the playstyle I want out of a map, you know? I want a map that's going to encourage people to push around a little bit more, be a little bit more aggro, push players, and I'm hoping that with a new map, they're going to be able to accomplish that. But the rumor is not only is the new map going to be coming in Verdansk, it's going to be completely wiped clean and not there anymore, but at the same time, they're talking about it's going to be switching over to the Black Ops Cold War engine. Now, once again, I might be a little late on this news. I just heard it recently. I haven't been really keeping up with too much Call of Duty stuff recently. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've just been grinding to level 1000 over on Twitch pretty much every day. When it comes to news, I kind of laid off a little bit. So you might have heard this elsewhere. But for me personally, I want to make a commentary about this because this is very serious in my personal opinion. The Cold War engine is by far one of the worst things I've ever seen in history. And yes, I think it's like, what? I heard it might be BO3 mixed with something else. I forget what specific engine it is, but at the end of the day, it plays like utter crap, especially on PC. The mouse movement's garbage, the actual performance of the engine's garbage. I mean, I know people with 3090s in their beastly PCs that still can't run Black Ops Cold War consistently without frame drops and stutters and stuff like that and textures not loading in. The game is garbage. Modern Warfare engine works perfect. It doesn't mess around with me. The textures all load in. It looks good. The gameplay's good. The movement's good. It works for Warzone. Even if it doesn't work for multiplayer. Even if the 6v6 experience is a little clunky and stuff like that, and it doesn't feel as clean of a Call of Duty game as you want it to be, for Warzone alone, it works. It plays good. But the Cold War engine, on the other hand, does not work smoothly and good. It's worse than the Black Ops 4 engine, and Black Ops 4 had Blackout as well, which was a BR, and it played perfectly. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I know everybody has their own mixed opinions on Blackout, but to me personally, I thought it was pretty fun. Not going to lie to you guys, but the Black Ops Cold War engine is not going to be usable. If they could possibly make any BR out of this engine, it's going to turn out awful. If they can't even hold a 6v6 game without it being stuttered or no textures or anything like that, what makes them think they can put 100 plus people on a BR map using the Cold War engine? Now, yes, I can kind of understand where they're coming from. They're probably going to try to switch something up, do something new. Activision might be giving, Treyarch a little chance of making another BR or something like that, or I don't know what the issue could possibly be, but at the end of the day, they need to not do this. They need to fall back and just keep the Modern Warfare engine. You guys saw what they did with Alcatraz. They took a Treyarch-made map and they put it on the Modern Warfare engine. It looks exactly the same, but the only differences are that it's on the Modern Warfare engine, and it plays a little bit differently with the movement, the gunplay, and also the graphics. They could do the same exact thing with the Modern Warfare engine for any Treyarch-made map. They can bring in all the maps into one BR scene. They could bring in Firing Range, Nuketown, all the usual good stuff into a BR map, but keep it on the Modern Warfare engine. This way, the game isn't going to stutter, it's not going to glitch, and it's not going to be a disaster. Can you imagine how bad it's going to be playing a BR on the Cold War engine? Trees aren't going to be loading in, the grass isn't going to be loading in. You're going to think you're behind cover, but in reality, the other team can see you completely through because their textures aren't loading in. At the same time, your frames are going to be dropping every 5 seconds, especially on a large map. And then gunfights are very intense, and you only have one life. It's a battle royale. If you're out, you're out. You don't want to be losing frames every 5 seconds when you're in the middle of a gunfight. You want it to be as consistent as it could possibly be, so you don't have to have any random situations. And at the end of the day, if you lost a gunfight, you know it's you. But nothing is more irritating than going like 15 minutes deep into a BR just to have your frames drop constantly in the middle of a gunfight and you freeze up and you die because you couldn't even engage with the enemy. All these things will 110% happen if the Cold War engine comes into Warzone. They will. No doubt in my mind at all. It's ridiculous. But I do understand where Activision is coming from. I do. If they are making a Warzone map, which the rumors were that's going to be all, like the Dirty Bomb maps and stuff like that combined into one massive map. If that's the case, I can understand where they're coming from. They don't want Raven, which obviously Infinity Ward doesn't work on Warzone anymore. They're done with Modern Warfare. They're working on their next title now. So Raven Studios, or Raven Software, whatever they're called, they're working officially on Warzone. They're the main creators right now. So anything new that happens in Warzone, any updates, any content is strictly from Raven. So if they were going to go ahead and remodel the whole, Warzone or Dirty Bomb maps around the Warzone Modern Warfare engine, Raven is going to have to do it, not Infinity Ward. So I'm assuming Activision doesn't want that to happen if this is the case. If these dirty maps are coming in, I'm assuming Activision doesn't want Raven to touch anything that involves these maps. They want Treyarch to just have them in because it's more simple. It saves them time, it saves them money, and it saves them effort. That way they can make sure they can keep focusing on the stores and the battle pass and all the content that they can make money off of. But at the same time, the maps are already done. All they have to do is just combine them into one massive map, and it's good to go to ship. So personally, looking at this whole situation from obviously a business viewpoint, I can understand why this rumor could potentially be true and why Activision would go ahead and do this. They want to save money, they want to save time. So this is the best bet. But at the end of the day, it is an Activision thing to do. But if it was me personally, it's always the performance over whatever else is in the game. Okay, I understand you want to make money and you want to do all this stuff, but if the performance of the Cold War engine can barely even run on just a god tier PC, I cannot possibly imagine them doing a 100 plus player BR on this engine. It's going to ruin the whole game, and it's going to ruin a lot of love and passion for this franchise. Warzone was built off of Modern Warfare. That's why it got so much love. That's why a lot of people from the Battlefield franchise, the Fortnite franchise, Apex Legends, a lot of people come over to Warzone because it plays the way it does. If you're going to change the engine, that's going to change the playstyle, which is going to make it a completely different game. So that's honestly why I don't think it's going to happen, because it's a very ballsy move. And even though it would be nice to allow Treyarch to have another chance at making a BR, would Activision take the risk? Would they actually go ahead and destroy the whole foundation that they already have that's making them billions of dollars just to try something new? If it's not broken, why fix it? But in the past, we have seen situations where things aren't broke, like obviously the minimap in Modern Warfare, the Dead Silence perk, and they fixed nothing. They fixed it, but, it was no need to fix it. It didn't need to be fixed. It was perfectly fine. So we have seen in the past these developers and, the publishers and stuff like that do stuff that didn't need to be done. But this is a much larger picture here. This is billions of dollars we're talking about on this game. I don't think they're stupid enough to change the full engine of Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone. And at the end of the day, they wouldn't be able to categorize it as Modern Warfare Warzone anymore, even though they did branch off and they made it, quote-unquote Warzone and stuff like that in its own name. But in the beginning, it was called Modern Warfare Warzone. You can't call it anymore if it's going to have the Cold War engine. And another thing I could possibly think of is maybe they're just going to have two maps. The rumors did say that Verdansk is going to be completely wiped clean. They're going to have, a Cold War engine map. But what if they have the Verdansk and they also have a Cold War engine? So we have two different options. People who enjoy the Cold War engine, they could play their BR. And people who enjoy the Modern Warfare engine, they could play their BR. It'll probably double the income. They can make double the battle passes. And a lot of people would probably come and play that. But like I said, these are all ideas. These are just things I'm tossing out there. At the end of the day, if they're going to replace Verdansk, I pray to God they don't replace it with anything that involves Cold War. I wouldn't mind seeing some, Treyarch maps come into the, the whole BR scene and stuff like that. That would be cool, but if it has to involve the engines, Modern Warfare is the way to go. It's the safest bet. But guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like and by all means. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's 2 ways to do so. I have Twitter and Discord, both those links are down in the description. And also, if you want to catch me live stream some video games, I do the live on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.